Hello, welcome back to Year of RPG 2025, One-Time Rooms by Zendaris. Apart from the entrance and the shop, there are 14 rooms to visit, and you can only enter each one once, asterisk. So there are around 14 factorial ways you might play this level. Enjoy! Some exceptions may apply depending on how you play. In other words, well, okay, we'll see. Anyway, the gimmick has been presented, so... Okay, we got a map right away. And we got a left or right choice. Oh boy. Another one of these. Well... I'm assuming this is the final boss, so we are probably getting back here at some point. Yeah, we don't even get shut out. Right? We can... So, I mean, for this room, obviously, if it's the start and also the exit, it makes sense that we come back here. Really, this is just kind of a shop. Okay, I see what's going on here. All of these arrows are just to make it so these are all one-way passages. Yeah, so this is basically just a shop for, you spend keys, you can spend shovels, you can spend greckles. Every key type is here. We haven't seen a skeleton key so far in this contest. There's one. I see the white keys on here. Holding cells. Right, so what's the gimmick here, I guess, is that... If I click on this, yeah. So this is what it means. This part of the room is a one-time only. I go in, and then I can never come back in. Unless we have like a portable orb or something. There's a portable orb. And wall walking. Right, okay. So we can use accessories in order to sort of break things. And then, yeah, obviously, if we come in here, there are some things that we're just not doing. Like, we're not fighting this water skipper. We got default stats for enemies again? Maybe. Okay, we can come in here. Create expectations, sure. Probably not starting with this, given that everything looks kind of expensive and requires keys or stats. Entry fee. Okay, well I can open that though. Which is... Okay, 250 for a hot tile. I mean, I guess I'm spending 1,000 or 500 for the stats. What does this do? Makes it so I don't have to necessarily fight these and I can get back. And I need to do that and get the mirror and then make a choice. Okay, I mean, stuff happens in here. This looks reasonable as a starting room. This looks reasonable as a starting room. Basically anything with brooches, and I notice that this has like some free stats as well. What does this do? But for 2 swordsmen? Yeah. This one... No. Torture of the Minotaur, I guess? So we can break these open. And those are potential exits. So really what we're being asked here is how far do we want to go? If we start with this, we go presumably this far. We don't even have enough health, but we will get some stats, so maybe this eye will be cheaper. Not a fan of this current style. I think people have been playing way too much Tactical Nexus lately. I don't know if Zendaris does. But this style of room where you just have like a million things going on all at once, and then when you know, look at your monsters, and it's like, okay, that was actually only 1 page. That wasn't too bad. Everything fit on 1 page. But like having, what, like 20 different monster types in this room is a bit ridiculous. 21. And it just makes it harder to read things. I'm not a fan of that type of design. Alright, this is digging. World of Dirt. We get 40 shovels, because we might as well scrap that before we go anywhere. Well, we can go through. So then it's just a matter of how many water skipper hits we want to take, but this, aside from the fact that we don't have enough health, might not be a bad starting point either, because I'm assuming we're not fighting these water skippers. They do one-shot us at the moment, though, so that's not great. So we do want some more stats before doing that. Unless we just give up on it. We could just grab the, I mean, that might be a decent start, honestly, is just grab a few stats, just do a loop, and ignore everything behind the water skippers. Because we are going to have to leave a ton of stats behind somewhere. Firewalk through walls. Free stats and roaches. Okay. And then a bunch of hits. It's 1,000 for each of these. Unless we want to shortcut it slightly. Obviously, fighting the roach is better than taking the hit there. And I guess that's true in both cases. So, yep, some possibilities there. What are these? Gold nugget. Okay, 500 greckles. One-stop shop. And we are on a 2x multiplier. Are these normal greckle gates? No, these greckle gates are 100. Was that true everywhere? Yes, okay. Greckle gates are just 100. Fine. Okay, Riverside Risk. I mean, we can get some defense, which helps out quite a bit. Quite a few stats. Really expensive route if we want that key for these stats. Locked maw, tons of stuff in here as well. We do get a bunch of stats to start. What does that make roaches? Roaches pretty cheap. Okay, but how far do we get with that? We have to take a hit and then... Like, I like the starting resources, but we don't actually have a whole lot we can collect from this room if we do that. So maybe not the first place we go. Okay, we got another set of keys. So we got a few key shops, 6 yellows or 3 greens for blue. Fair square. This is looking pretty expensive, although we do get some attack pretty quick. We do have 2 shovels as well for some reason, so we could actually just grab that to start. I wonder if the fact that we have 2 shovels is a hint that we should be doing a room like this from the beginning, if that was intended. Let's just do the middle one while we're here. Okay, it's just another shop. 5 yellows for a sword or shield upgrade, though. And a bunch of shovels that we can just grab for free. Well, for fire hot tile hits. Pit crossing. We start with a Wraithwing fight. Okay, that'll be a lot cheaper. I mean, really, as soon as I just make a choice and start doing things, everything will get a lot cheaper in a hurry, because that's how this is designed. But I'm looking for things like this one, for example, is a lot of stats. We're on a timer though, right? And if this gets lifted... I mean, we can just hide. Right? Well... Okay, maybe not, because these are all on fire traps. So actually what's going to happen here is we have a time limit to get through here. I'm looking at this though, like there's nothing super tough in here. We might actually just want to do this first, grab a bunch of stats and leave. So that's looking like a pretty good start. Briar Patch. There's a brain in this room, so probably not our first stop. Domain of the Orb. Well, we probably want to get the orb if we're going to go in here. So I'm going to say... Is that a real mimic? It is a real mimic. Which is just a fight. We can fight it and then we can get back out. Okay. We have to have a blue key to get in here. We have 2 blue keys. We can skip having a green key. I don't think that's going to happen though. Alright, and that was everything. So yeah, this one looked pretty decent as a start. Because this stuff I can just ignore entirely because the mist is going to make it really hard anyway. But I can still grab a bunch of stats. So the question then is, do I want to do that? Is there anywhere else I was considering? Not really. I mean, there's some stuff there. So the rooms... Man, 10 minutes. Let's start. Yeah, I think this... This is a possibility, but if we had more stats... Oh, you're the... Hold on, what are you? Mad Eye, okay. Yeah, problem with these numbers is that they block the pupil facing north. I think I want to start here. So that gets me a key right away. Gets me some stats right away. I do not have enough. Do not have enough to go through there. I guess that's the issue. If I come in here with the yellow key, I can grab these stats. I just kind of assumed I'd be able to. But since I don't, I'm basically forced to do this at this point. Okay, well it makes Wraithwings cheaper. You are this one. Right, that doesn't actually help me until I have the mirror, which is going to be 3 Wraithwing fights. And it's 100 for the Greckles? Yes. Okay, and you know what? This is actually not looking very good. Very good. Let's try starting here. Do that. I do have... roaches would be cheaper if I grabbed more stats. Don't know if I have time for that, but we'll see. Free attack for you. Well, you can grab that. That's pretty good. We had 2 turns to spare, so that means we could grab those. Okay. And there's no point in ever returning to this room. Let's just do that so that we're armed when we're in here for what that's worth. Okay, but that gives us quite a few stats. Gives us some health as well. So with that, I feel like we can actually start now. So yeah, now this room is looking pretty good. If I'm just going to sacrifice all that stuff at the top. I do get to re-enter one room, so this could be the one that I re-enter, because there is quite a bit of stuff in there. But I'd also get quite a few stats early on. I don't need to save the yellow for 500 anymore. Oh, because of the tunnel. Yeah, this one's looking a bit expensive. I guess we'll quickly scan them again. This one's looking a lot better now, because I can actually do a bunch of stuff. I can get a bunch of stats, including breaking in here. Am I close to anything on... Okay, Mud Baby's pretty close, and Antlion's pretty close. Alright, so if I went in here, especially if I had a bunch of shovels, then yeah, we're gonna skip those, but that's fine. But this gets me a lot of things, including a yellow key. Yeah, lots of stats. And some shovels as well in there, actually. So that's looking pretty good. This one, I think I want to really push when I do it. So we'll hold off on that for now. It's funny, these tunnels are put in here to make traversal more convenient, and I actually find they're making it less convenient because I can't fast travel. Alright, there's really not all that much in this room behind the water skippers, so... which probably means I should have done this first if I was going to do it. But let's... Okay. I have been very silly. I think I wasted a shovel. So if I want this, I'm still better off doing something like that. Assuming that I'm doing all of the center. Yeah, because then I never need to do that, right? I can just... In fact, I can then go over here to grab that. So now the question is, do I want this health? I think the shovels will be useful elsewhere in quite a few places. So I think we'll leave it at that. Okay, so roaches are now free. Like, it would be nice if we could come in here and take on the swordsman, but I mean, even that, it's just 6 attack and 6 defense. Whereas everything else in here... Oops. Hold off on that. Oh, you're gonna attack me each time I go by. That's fine, I'll just grab the key on the way out. Antlion is 8, Mud Baby is 6 for cheaper. Oh, this isn't free. I take a water skipper hit. Okay, well... if I had one more shovel, I would be able to get another attack, another bit of attack in here. Okay, 1 attack on... Oh no, so it's 11 for the Mad Eye. 2 makes... Yeah, and that 2 makes the, Well, you know what we could do? We could just do that. Okay, Wraithwings are now free. I guess probably 1 hit. Well, it doesn't matter. 20. 20 either way. Just take the hit now. You are a profit, so we might as well. How much was a soulless hit for? 144. Okay, 3854. Technically a profit. Okay. I guess I could be marking off the rooms once I'm done with them too. Also in here, none of these trades seem very good. Okay, I have a lot of stats now. And Wraithwing and Roaches are free, which means I do get some more stuff. It's just a matter of... Right, there's still the golem there. This room looks kind of expensive. This one I want keys before I enter it. This one. What's with the Fagundos? Just flying over the pit. Are those just Greckles, if I decide to fight them? I'm forced to use blue keys if I want the good stuff in this room. And if I'm not getting the good stuff, I think more stats don't really help. So I might as well... Yeah, I can do eggs, that's fine. Okay, Roach Queens are now free. Yeah, so let's just clean up everything that we can. Okay, so we could go through the Swordsman for some green keys. We could go through here for some yellows. That's a lot of health. Yeah. I think we're just gonna leave it. Okay, this one. Everything here looks pretty cheap. So I can spend money. What happens if I attack something now? Interesting. Alright, so the mist blocks briar growth. This takes that out, which is good. So the thing is, if I want these, I need to just do it now. Mud Baby gets cheaper with 2 attacks, so you know what? I think we avoid the fight. There is a brain in this room, but I'm no longer super concerned about it. So we could grab the shovels. This closes those, interesting. But I have to spend a yellow and a green key and fight an egg for it. I end up crossing this hot tile a bunch of times. Is there anything else that's growing? I guess this is growing, but I'm not doing those anyway. So I'm losing out on health here. But I'm getting shovels. I would rather have the... Oops, let's not do that just yet. Say I'd rather have that, but I don't get it, regardless, at this point. Okay. And if that keeps growing... It won't. It won't grow past the eggs. This won't grow, so aside from losing this, I think I'm at a point now where I just don't care. Okay. So now the question is, what do I want to spend resources on? Okay, I can spend 100 Greckles on 6 attack. Get some defense, get some attack. I do want stats. So I think I will spend it. Here, stuff is actually looking pretty cheap now. What do you get? You get me a green key. I get a bunch of key refills for coming in here, as well as more stats. So that's looking pretty good. Right, I get a ton of Greckles for coming in here. 500 doors apiece. The only reason I wouldn't want to do this right away is if I wanted to be able to kill a seep. So I probably should have done this a while ago. If I'm getting any defense in this room, I should do that first. So let's do that. Yeah. Cheap yellow keys, pretty good. I feel like greens are pretty hard. 300. Okay, well, if I'm gonna spend 700 here, I could just do this, right? 600? So save a little bit if I'm getting all of that. So let's do that. Is that really worth it? 300 Greckles? Just because it's in this room doesn't mean I have to do it. There are Greckle gates elsewhere. Like, if I look at here, for example, it's only 2. I'm done with that one. I mean, I'm almost done with the entry already. We do have these expensive rooms in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I guess the Greckles... There isn't that much left to spend it on, though, outside of stuff like this, so... We'll grab the stats. We'll grab the shovels. I do need 300 to get out. Maybe I don't grab the shovels then. Okay, we'll say that's good. Blue key for 20 of a stat. I feel like this is a room where I can spend a lot of keys on things. I don't really want to. I can get blue keys this way. Blue key for 4,000 health is pretty nice. 250 attack. I just need a ton of attack. And if I go through this room, I mean, I get a ton of stuff now. Pops will be free as well. And there are these skeleton keys, which I can spend as blues. Right, that's a ridiculous amount of money. And shovels. I don't think that's happening. So if that's not happening, I can basically just full clear this room now. So let's just do that. Okay, one. It's definitely worth it. I would be cheaper eventually, but I think it's probably fine. If I am spending a green key on those stats... What does this get me? Oh, you were on ortho, so I can grab that. More shovels is probably good, honestly. Yeah, we'll grab more keys. Oh, I could do that as well. Okay. I think that's good. I don't want to spend a yellow for 6 shovels. 12 shovels even. Okay, this room does get me a wall walking token, which does allow me to revisit, but it costs me a blue key for a wall walking token. This room is starting to look good. But I'm still gonna put it off. Okay, that one's done. Whoops. This one's done. Right, this one I wanted to go in early on, and honestly, I think now might just be the time. I'm going to take a ton of damage. Swordsman's 38. Guard 1. Okay, that's a big difference on the guard. Okay, right, because our attack just got to a point where we can fight the guard. Let's try this room now and see how it goes. +4 for faster win on the guard. We can get that. +5. $18 for you. Could have been cheaper, but we'll just take the hit, that's fine. The extra 2 doesn't make a difference, does it? It does, actually. Okay, well. That's the order we've decided to do things. That's pretty nice, honestly. Do I need it, though? Haven't had too much trouble with health. That's gonna get expensive, though. Is there anywhere else I really want to dig? I guess that's the better question. Okay, we can just full clear this at this point, honestly. And Facundo will be cheaper by the time we go through. Sure, let's just do that. Haven't done this yet. Do I ever want to come in here with a blue key? It's 12 attack. I do need 250 attack in order to be able to hurt the adder. You can't wall jump onto stairs, can you? Can I just skip this fight? I'm going to assume not. If you can, that's almost certainly a break and should be fixed before release anyway. There are pressure plates here. Okay, those open those. Okay, so if I spend a whole bunch of keys, I can get away with... I see. Okay. You know what? I can probably just do this now then. So grab all the free stuff. And then I get to decide if I want attack or defense. I'm gonna go with B. There is a crate here. Well, okay, so I mean I can skip, but why? Oh, because I can do this. No, I can't. I wondered. I mean, I can push you back. I need you over here. Okay, so we're going to do all of this. So I think what we're going to do, if I do that, this doesn't quite work. Because I can't, yeah, I can't push you. Okay. Well, in that case, I mean, the easier way to do it is just this. That looks pretty good too, but honestly... Okay. Let's just use the crate to completely steal everything from here. If I get the crate down here, I'm not getting it back out. I could get the crate here to save myself a hit. And I could even push it back out and save myself a yellow key, so you know what? I think this is the next thing we do. Hold on. Oh, I'm on an ortho. Let's see. Well, it does save me the one, I guess. Which then means... we're doing that. So if I did... if I did you up here, can I ever get you out of that spot? I don't think I can. Okay, what if I push you up this way? I don't think I can get you out. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. So then we will just do it this way. Because I take one hit there regardless. I think that's fine. Yeah, and here I wasn't going to be able to get you out either. Alright, I think that's pretty good. We could go in there for some more stats, but it's not looking super impactful at this point. We can basically full clear that and get the skeleton key. We can clear this, it's not really a problem, just a matter of whether we want the wall walking token or not. There are these items as well. I could be getting a sword and a shield from here if I so desired. I don't think this is what I want to be spending keys on. I could check what those green pressure plates, the green door pressure plates are for though. But yeah, we want a skeleton key here for that orb, almost certainly, although... I mean, I guess I could come in here and get myself... What? I'd have to pay blue keys for things. That's done. That's done. That's looking pretty cheap, honestly. Don't need to go back there. Then there's this room. It's looking really cheap at this point. Let's just do that next. Hmm. 16 for cheaper Fagundo. There's not 16 in this room. This room also has Fagundos. If I came in here with a blue key, or skeleton key, I would get 20 attack for it. There's no crate in here. Yeah, so that's just the way to do it. I think... Okay, I could... So if I want a green, or if I want a blue, I could do it this way. Alright, I was curious, so let's... see, what do these do? Ah, alternate 3 greens instead of 5 yellows. Fair enough. Okay, so from here... Yeah, I think we're just going to do this room and get the 20 attack. I can come through here. Okay. Clears out the golem if I don't want to fight it. That's pretty good. Do I want more yellow keys? I want more stats, so possibly. A yellow key for 6 shovels? No, I don't think I need the shovels. I'm just gonna ignore those. And I'll spend a key here. Spend 2 yellows for some defense. And then... grab the keys. Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with that. And... yeah, I guess we'll do that room next. And then I think we're done with the bottom part entirely. Seep is 2 hits. It could be cheaper at 14, which isn't happening in this room. But we just take 1 hit for a green key, which is pretty good, honestly. There is you. Okay, save us some Dreckles, why not? Take that. And I think this is worth it. Yeah, so we can afford another blue key. With the wall walking, could have actually skipped here. So we could use a wall walker as 2 greens, or as 5 yellows. Something to consider if we had wanted to do that. I guess wall walking lets us skip a blue door here as well. Alright, is it just the accessory rooms left? I think so. And they're pretty cheap. We have green keys. Grab the blue. Yeah, I think we're good. It's just the accessory rooms and this, which is pretty cheap. We need ridiculous amounts of stats for anything here. Yeah, so I think we just go. And we got you cheaper by the end of it. Alright, we're almost at 250. So we could actually revisit this room and get those stats. I don't know, I don't really feel like I need to revisit any room. Like, you can get some stats, but you can't get that many. Yeah, it's just these rooms left. The middle ones. Alright, well. Doesn't really matter which order I do them in, because they're all going to be free. I guess it does matter where I want to use the accessories. I don't want to use them in either of these rooms, but I could like wall walk, just skip in here, which is probably what I will do. I'll just jump in here, grab these stats, grab the keys and everything, get out. I can still escape. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. This is very unlike Zendaris to have a fire trap that's constantly burning. I know it's one of his things. He likes to turn them off when they're not in use. Okay, so I guess I have so much health. Yeah, I feel like getting started, like making your choice as for which room you want to do first, was kind of an interesting choice, but after that point, everything kind of just falls apart really fast. Because so many rooms are balanced around being able to be done first, that it's kind of just like there's not really any point in okay, well that's pretty good. Are these yellow gems even worth the yellow keys even worth it? I mean, I don't really have anything else to spend them on at this point, so yeah, we'll take 1,000. Get the wall walking. I could dig for a bunch of health. Let's grab the 400s at least. Sure. Yeah, but this kind of just got to a point where... Actually, let's test it. Let's test the wall walking on the stairs. I'm not going to. I will save before that happens in case it actually does work and I don't want to do it. But I want to see if this is a thing you can do. So I will just save here. It's fine. Yep, maybe I didn't get a score point though, to be fair. And I'm assuming I can't do it onto an enemy. So, okay. Maybe it doesn't need to be guarded against then, if that's the case. Don't really have a use for Grepples, so might as well. Those are some expensive options. You know what? We have a skeleton key, let's just spend it. It needs to be spent somewhere, we're not going to get a better trade than that. Yeah, that's done. Okay, this is the last room, and then we just have to hope we have enough stats for... for the boss. Gel Baby defense still helps, okay. Gundos are now free. We are spending the keys. Oh, I don't have a blue key anymore, so I spent the skeleton. Do I even care? Honestly? Like, what am I going to use this orb for? I can open any door, which lets me revisit a room. But, I mean, I guess I could get more stat. Another 20 attack. I mean, it would help. Okay, well... yeah, I guess we'll do that then. Alright, clear that place out. And so we have a portable orb we can spend on one door. Is 20 attack the best we can do? I mean, we still don't have enough stats for you. There's 12 attack here. How much damage are you doing per hit? Your brain, so a lot. So attack is the way to go. Any other attack lying around? There's 2 there. There's 20 here. 20 and a skeleton key. And there's 12 here. Skeleton keys can't be used on black doors though, right? So... is this the best thing I can do then? 18, I have enough. 5, 10, 20, 30, 35. I have enough Greckles and Shovels to do it. So I guess that is better than this. 20 and 6. 20, 20 is better. I could also get the sword. Okay, so I mean, I was just saying, like, oh, everything just got really easy, and then it's like, wait a minute, I might actually not have enough stats for the boss, though. This room cannot be revisited once it's done. Okay, well, I guess we'll do what we can and just see what happens. I should do the defense first. And really, I should have done... okay, yeah, we will have enough. Really, I should have done the items first if I was doing this. 5. Okay, so I don't need the keys for anything, so this is just score positive. And then 5 yellows is cheaper. That's another 20. And I guess I do want these green keys for points. Do I have enough stats now? Yes, okay. So I can just maximize points at this point. Are we on standard score? What's the hotkey for that? I can never remember. Is it this? Yes, okay. Standard score, okay. So that means that these are actually point losses. This is 250 health. And 6 shovels is 6 points, which is 240. Okay, so there's just no point doing any of that. Were there any other shop-like things I could do? I think that was the only one that was available from outside of the room. Like, there was this, which I cleared out on the sides. Yep, okay, I think it's just time to go to the entrance and beat the level. Is anything here worth points? It's 11 shovels for 11 points for 20 for the green keys. And then the Greckles for health. Okay. That's score positive. If I had a blue key, that actually wouldn't be score positive, would it? Yes, it would. It's 1200 for blue. Greckles aren't worth points. Oh, so that's 400. I don't have enough shovels anyway. No, I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, 1 adder subtracted. Max kills. Okay, so there's a score point for that as well if I wanted to optimize for just trying to kill as many things as possible. I guess rep. Everything is default, right? So yeah, they're gonna have different values in terms of rep. In terms of points, this was probably better than the 20, but whatever. Yeah, so the start of that one was quite interesting, trying to figure out which room to approach, but once you've got 2 or 3 rooms down, I felt like every room just sort of became trivial at that point. I guess if I wanted to optimize it, there'd still be quite a bit of work to do, obviously, but as far as just playing through it, which is how I tend to do things, like I don't judge... I'm not going to be judging these based off of how fun they are to optimize, it's more just how fun it is to play through it, because I'm not really a hardcore optimizer for RPG. And so, yeah, I don't know. It might be worth doing another run at some point just to see how it feels if I end up doing different rooms, but I don't think, outside of optimization, I don't think this is going to be all that interesting to play through again, unfortunately. Alright, so that was One-Time Rooms by Zendaris. Cursed Cave by Hyperme is next. Okay, I will see you then.